lace up the shoes, chase W's, yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I get back.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
40-19. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check 50. Check 50. Shift. Alert, alert, alert. Go.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike's 40. Mike's 49.
Check pass.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Let's go, G.
To throw, it's Allen. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
49ers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
49. 49
to Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Let's go.
The toss out to Barkley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
49ers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch. Alert. Tight right. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Motion, motion, motion. Monday.
49 the mic. 49 the mic.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Get in the weight room.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. They'll let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, too, than he did field goals. In the 2018 season.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert.
56. Mike. There, right there. 56.
Hey, 0.
Tighten up.
Here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Touch 50.
Ready? He's checking.
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give, right side. It's Carson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way in Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Saquon Barkley running right. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Check 24. Check 24.
On the ball.
Check 99. Watch twist.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Past the 20. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jared Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards, a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much. And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they? When we talked about him, they did. Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First down, Seattle.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56 to Mike. 40.
From the 41, Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
14, 40. Hey, 0. 14. 56, Mike, 56. You must be.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's Wilson to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Under 10. 10. Alert. Tempo.
Now it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
You ain't got nothing. Tight dog.
On the draw, this is Barkley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen. He's going to fire one deep over. It's caught inside the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Alpha. I smell fear in that offense. Mike's 49.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. Touchdown, 49ers.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
19! Mike, 49. Hey, watch the lane.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
I got him. Hey, alert. Check 24. Watch 24.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Check. Alert.
Let's see it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
Bravo.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Go. Hey, watch the slant. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the back.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Wilson on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on that play.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
On first down, Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third and 1.
Round 80. Check 53. Hey, tight. Check the backer. Check. Alert. Check.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gould with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you won that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
Now Wilson back into his end zone, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
56. You don't want this.
Wilson from his end zone on 3rd and long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 16, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think a lot of teams count on his defense is to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allowed them.
And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now
the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It got his man complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dee Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Wilson, flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 8 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now a first down throw complete downfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Escaping the pressure right. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second and 10, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will get him one closer.
Niners 45, Seahawks 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Rashad Penny, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run with Penny. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second down now, Barkley about 3 yards there to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Here we go, here we go. 60 yards. We taking wins home. 5.
And they will take a knee here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Saquon Barkley. midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to...
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I made it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Time to bring the bass back. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She won't bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Move both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Shorty sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna go, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000.